the pillow.
Oh, sorry. We're very excited because the most beautiful babies in the world are in the studio.
We've all been having holds and all that kind of stuff.
We're in love, we're in love. Now, but before you got to that stage, there was a long road because getting pregnant is something that a lot of people take for granted. But research shows that 1 in 5 Irish couples will struggle to conceive. Unfortunately, for our It's okay, Matilda. It's okay. The story gets better. Unfortunately for our next guest, it is just something rather that they know all about. In 2015, James Doherty was told that he was infertile, but to avail of IVF treatment under his health insurance, and he and his partner had to get married to get it on their health insurance. That's exactly what they did.
After a difficult period and 2 failed IVF attempts, as you can hear, the couple finally welcomed the twins, Max and Matilda, last November. The couple are now hoping to support others in similar situations, with James detailing the ups and downs of their fertility battle on his blog, Scantily Dad. James and Olivia Doherty join us now, along with little Max and Matilda. What's wrong?
She's delighted to be here. Yeah, thanks for having us.
No, you're more than welcome. You are, without question, the most stylish guests I think I've ever sat with.
These are the most stylish babies in the country. They're mini-me.
The coordination is staggering.
Now, I'm going to start with you, actually, first. Because it's unusual. Of all the times we talk about infertility, the focus is always on the woman.
Yeah.
But this is kind of a story of male infertility, which more and more couples are realising is a really big issue. So, first of all, kudos for both of you talking about this publicly, because I think that's a great thing and a really empowering thing, helpful for you and helpful for lots of couples. But tell us the story from your perspective, because you guys always wanted kids, so you assumed you could do that, and then you discovered that wasn't the case.
Yeah, well, we'd been together for about, I think at the stage it was about 9 years, and we were trying to have children for about 1 year, and we were trying kind of always in time with Olivia's fertile days, you know, really stringent on trying to get pregnant. And then after about a year, we were out with a friend for drinks, and he said, maybe you should get checked out. And we were like, no, why do we get checked out? Like, it's just taking a bit longer than normal. And so we went to a fertility centre, got checked up, and I found out that I was infertile. So it was really...
She said, like, it would be like winning the lottery to get pregnant naturally, so it was sort of quite straight, do you know what I mean? So
she didn't deliver the news very well, to be honest with you.
It was a bit brutal.
Yes, she said, you might as well stop trying now to have kids naturally. You have a better chance of winning the lottery.
Well, that's how.
That was lovely. Yeah, so like it was like a double slap in the face. After,
so regardless of whether you hear that news in a good way or a bad way, how did that make you feel?
To be honest, I took it really badly for the first couple of weeks. I went into a bit of a depression, and just like it's a kind of shot at your manhood. And you know, men are supposed to be macho or, you know, the strong one in the relationship, whatever. When I was the one that found out that I was infertile, it was I took it pretty badly. But I only let it get me for about 2 weeks, I'd say, where I was feeling down. And
how did the switch arrive?
I just said, you know,
say to yourself,
I can either sit here feeling sorry for myself, or we can go into full like baby making mode, no matter what we can do. So we can just try every avenue to make sure we can have children. So the next option was IVF through ICSI, which is for male infertility. That's when they actually directly inject the sperm inside the egg, straight into the egg, as opposed to putting it into the petri dish. And it's very common for male factor infertility. And so we went through 2 horrific treatments, which we nearly got a divorce during, to be honest with you. We were like...
It's a tough road, guys, it really is, Why was it so tough that time? Because after that, it kind of you'd a better experience, but why do you think I mean, because you genuinely, you did find it emotionally very difficult that time out.
Yeah, I think we went in thinking it would be a lot easier, to be honest, you know what I mean? I didn't know what was ahead of me, and the first trial, I think, was okay, kind of, like, I took it okay. And then, okay, right, like the second one will definitely gonna work, do you know what I mean? I just thought you go in, do the IVF thing, and you get pregnant. That's just what I thought it was.
We do tend
to
have that expectation.
Yeah, I just thought, they're all doctors, they know what they're doing. It would be easy. And then we went in, first one didn't work out, and then I heard, like, most of the times the first one never works. I was like, well, surely the second one is gonna work. And then when the second one didn't work, then it started all going, like, because I'm 37, so I was sort of at an age where I heard my biological clock ticking, and in the end it became a bomb almost. Like, I was like, God, everyone's like, over 35 and older, it's more difficult and it gets harder every time. So on top of the IVF, it was like the pressure with my age as well, do you know what I mean? So And then after the second one, it kind of went really stressful, and we had a lot of fights, and I kind of didn't believe in it anymore. I think it got to me, and
Did it get to the point, Olivia, though, where you thought, that's it, let's just leave it?
Yeah, because
you never wanted to give up.
I said, we'll try. I'll do as many tries as it will take me to get pregnant. He was kind of the opposite. He said, okay, that's the last one, the third one. He said, that's it. After that, I'm done trying, and we might adopt, or we'll just have to accept that we'll never have kids. I was like, no, that's not going to be. So we were fighting about that as well, about how to do it, because we were on different pages, kind of.
And were you having to inject Olivia every day?
Exactly,
Yes.
and Olivia has a fear of needles as well.
I hate them.
Olivia!
And so, trying to trying to hold her down, she was like squirming and jumping around and running around the house. And then on top of that, then the side effects from the hormones are crazy. The progesterone that we took the first time was the mood swings, the depression, which added to the fight.
Did you feel you kind of lost yourself a bit, Olivia?
Yeah, definitely. At the second one, I sort of always tried to stay positive. But there's so many, when all your friends around you start having kids.
It's tough.
And that was the toughest part for me, I think.
When did the blog start?
Yeah, the blog started, we did our third IVF try, and obviously it was a success, as you can see by these two little beauties. But they were born 10 weeks premature, which was after 30 weeks, so that was very intense as well. So we thought we'd been through the hardship of the IVF, and then 10 weeks premature. They were both a good bit under 3 pounds when they were born, and
which is teeny tiny.
Like you literally palm your hand stuff.
Oh, gosh.
And then Max's lung collapsed. I went back into work 2 days after they were born, and his lung collapsed. Olivia called me on day two. So Olivia called me. I was in work. She's like, Max needs an operation. You didn't even your ears went. She said her ears just went blank when the doctor started talking and said they need an operation. She just...
I stopped listening.
I can't do it anymore.
Hold on.
Yeah.
And she called me and said, they need some sort of an operation. I don't know what it is. Come up here now. So I flew up to the hospital. We were up in the hospital, and then his lung had collapsed and he needed an operation. So it was a bit touch and go for a couple of days whether he was going to be okay.
You thought you might lose him.
Yeah, pretty much. So I got it, and then I remember I was just in the room, and I was just reaching across and I was holding his hand, and I was like, I need to do something. I need to do something different. I don't know if epiphany is the right word, but I was like, I'm going to start writing about something. I kind of didn't know what it was, and then it kind of came to, I'll start writing about the IVF journey that we've been through and share our story with people. And then, so I guess that was the beginning of the seed had been planted, and then I started writing about Scantily Dad blog.
I think to get the stress off you
and
as well.
I wanted to help people.
It's quite cathartic to do it.
Yeah, and also to help people. I just thought so many people are going to go through this, and I wanted to help as many people as I can that are going through it, because maybe we changed a lot going through IVF treatment. We changed our diets. We tried acupuncture.
You guys did everything, didn't you?
Everything. Meditation. We just anything we heard that would help us. We were taking. We took fertility supplements. Actually did a review with a company called Proceed on my blog, who were in Ireland. I think they were on here yesterday.
They were on the show yesterday.
I took something like different supplements in Germany, but there's something available here in Ireland for people, which I would recommend for people.
What's the response been like in terms of feedback? Have parents
that
have been in a similar situation contacted you and said, this is great?
Amazing. It's non-stop. I'm getting my inbox, all my social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
Is a lot of it from guys saying thanks for talking about the male side of it?
It's a bit of both.
Yeah.
Mainly guys.
It's guys and girls. It's probably 50-50. It's a lot of, at the very start, a lot of friends actually reached out who are going through something very similar. And obviously they're going to remain anonymous.
Because women are used to talking about this. Guys don't really have that kind of language going on amongst themselves.
We discussed it recently in the show about men's health and mental health. It's not within our DNA.
No.
It's not our normal language to talk about testicles and that kind of stuff. So by doing something like that, you're bringing it into a domain where people can talk, normalising it.
Exactly, that's what I'm trying to do, because it is normal. Oh, here's a bit of sick for us.
He's gone again. He's gone again.
Live on TV. It wouldn't be Max if he didn't get to know.
He doesn't mind. As tough a journey as it was, and we forgot to mention the fact that you actually got married so you could get the IVF on health insurance, which is good for people at home to be aware of. You know, so, and I knew you were planning on getting married anyway, but you kind of did it so you could get the IVF.
Well, we had like 3 weeks then as well, so that wasn't
so
planned, obviously. I was like,
We're based in Berlin, though, in Germany, so that's I don't think it's the same here. I don't know if there's...
On some, on some it is, but not in general. But it's a point for people to check out their health insurance in relation to IVF.
Of course, yeah.
And you still continuing to blog about being a dad,
well,
being a dad of twins?
I've kind of, there's a few things like in the pipeline now. I was just talking to a book publisher yesterday about writing the story and sharing that.
Yeah.
Then I've kind of, like, there's been a lot, I've penned a lot about IVF. Then it's kind of branching out into more parenting stuff. I'm going to do a lot about the premature stuff when they're in hospital, how to cope with that.
And about the IVF, the differences in IVF, kind of. And I think sort of like a lot of answers that we wish we had, you know what I mean?
Questions you had.
Exactly, like the questions, we had so many questions. What's the difference between IVF and ICSI?
Yeah.
And stuff. So we kind of, I was a bit lost, and sort of, I think that's why he's kind of narrowing it down, do you know what I mean? So it's easier to understand.
So it was a long road, guys, but look at the most beautiful things you got. Simon's like grabbing them.
I wouldn't give them back.
He just wants to hang
I
on to
wouldn't give them back.
So would your advice to people at home be just keep going?
Don't
Inform
give up.
yourselves, don't give up.
Don't give up. Get as healthy as you can. Get your mind, get your body in the right place. You get, look after yourself physically, eat well, get your mind in the right place.
Check out your blog
and check out my blog, obviously, scantily.com.
But listen, you're very good for coming in. It's great to see them happy and healthy.
Lovely to meet Max and Matilda.
Thanks a million. Thanks a million. Bye.
Bring them back every day.
We'll take a wee break. Join us for more Ireland AM in a few minutes. Give us a hold.